If you know me personally, then chances are you know that I speak Spanish. Not fluently, but I can have conversations with fluent Spanish speakers. So I thought I'd take the next few minutes to talk about my experiences with the language. So without further ado, empezamos. So this one time, one of my friends asked me to say something romantic to her in Spanish. First off, that's a strange request. Secondly, I thought I could say something genuinely romantic, or I could mess with her. Well, of course I chose the latter. Like, come on, don't tell me that if you spoke a different language, you wouldn't either. I go up to her, and I say, El queso se movió 3 veces antes de alguien lo vio. And she goes, whoa, Isaiah, that was so romantic. What did you say? Nothing. Sometimes people also try to speak Spanish to me, and a lot of times it's just wrong. There's this guy, I'm gonna call him Steve to not put out my friends' names, and he tries to speak Spanish to me all the time. Sometimes it's not right. So he came up to me one time and he wanted to have a regular conversation. So it starts out pretty good. It's like, ¿Cómo estás? Bien. ¿Y tú? Normal, you know? And then he goes, ¿Cuántos tienes años? I'm sorry, what? ¿Cuántos tienes años? Años. Años. I don't know. That's kind of a personal question. I don't know whether I should be answering this right now. I mean, generally people have one, so I mean, like, I don't know why you would even need to ask. I was trying to say ¿Cuántos tienes años?, which is how many years do you have? It means how old are you? People really need to pay attention to accents here. You just made me very uncomfortable, okay? Another time, he was pretty sick that day, so he was trying to say something to me, and it was just like one of those times where your brain was just so sick that it just wouldn't let you say full sentences without just messing up. Oh, I was going to the mall and we all have those days. And he goes up to me and he says, Lo siento, soy enfermo. Wow, okay. I don't think you are. You can't say soy enfermo, you have to say estoy enfermo. Estoy enfermo means that you're sick. Soy enfermo means that you're sick in the head. Like you need to go to a mental hospital, straitjacket, Outlast, the Joker. You know that whole kind of thing? That's what he just told me he was. You don't want to say that to a native Spanish speaker because they will genuinely think you're crazy. Another culprit of telling me things that are wrong in Spanish is my own mother. One time we were in the car and we were on our way to Boston, and she looks over at me and she says, Isaiah, you're not the only one who speaks Spanish in this family. So I'm like, okay, well, let me hear it. You clearly have a phrase that you've been practicing, so just tell me. And she goes, Yo te matas. Te matas. Te matas. And I'm like, do you know what you're saying right now? And she goes, yes, with pure certainty. Okay, so you're genuinely trying to say this to me, your son. And she goes, yes, te matas. So my mom told me to kill myself anyway, but no, she would never say anything like that on purpose. Apparently, she had learned the phrase, no te metas conmigo, which means don't mess with me, from one of her coworkers at her job, and that's where the confusion came along and got mixed up. My mom wasn't trying to tell me to kill myself on purpose. I promise she loves me. I don't have abusive parents. Okay, last story. One time I actually benefited so much from speaking Spanish. I go into Subway, and my friend is there, and my friend is Dominican. She speaks Spanish fluently, ever since she was little. And so I go up to the counter, and I'm asking her my order in Spanish, and we're like talking, and we're enjoying ourselves. And I wanted to get turkey and bacon. So you know how Subway charges you $1 million for a footlong and then adds an extra $100 for every new meat that you put on? So when it comes time to ring me up, the other person's gonna ring me up. So she tells me in Spanish, Cuando te pregunta, tiene solo una carne. Oh, I see what's going on here. So the other guy tries to ring me up. It's like, yeah, you know. And she tells him, oh yeah, he just got turkey. And I was just like, sure I did. So I got an extra $100 saved in my wallet, didn't have to spend a whole $100 to add bacon onto my sandwich, and all was good in the world because I spoke Spanish. Now we know, in order to live in this world, you must learn the Spanish language, or else you'll be charged an extra $100 for putting bacon on your Subway sandwich.